Hey, how you doing? My name's Ryan, and today I'm going over the top 3 worst changes to LEGO in 2022. Now, if you know me, I love LEGO, I love the company, I wear their merch. As you can see, I have a lot of LEGO, but that does not mean that LEGO is immune to criticism, and there is a lot to critique here. So let's go over these changes from least worst to worst, starting with number 3, the switch from blind bags to blind boxes. Collectible minifigures are forever changed as LEGO has unveiled that the plastic bags that once held these figures are being replaced with cardboard boxes. The design is similar to that of the now defunct LEGO video theme. And while this change won't go into effect until 2023, it's happening and there's no turning back. And this means that field guides or fishing for the figure you want, it's really no longer an option, which is quite a bummer, as not only was it a fun game to fish for the figures you want, but it also saved you a lot of money and not buying repeat figures. Part of the experience of CMFs was going to the store and trying to go 12 for 12 or 16 for 16, and that's just no longer a thing. Now it's just a random figure with no way to tell which one you're getting, unless they create like hearing guides by shaking the cardboard box, but I'm not sure about that. The other big result of this change is a little bit more sinister, in that it's kind of promoting a form of gambling to kids. With field guides and with the plastic bags, it was a game of skill. If you didn't get the figure you wanted, you could have avoided that by being better at filling for pieces. But with the cardboard boxes, it's entirely random chance and more akin to that of video game loot boxes, and more importantly, the only way to ensure you get the figure you want is to buy more boxes, and that's bad. Now, am I saying that CMF series are just as bad as video game loot boxes? No, I'm not, but it's on the same path, and that's what's concerning. However, I put this change at the very bottom of the list because the motives behind it are pretty positive. LEGO wants to remove and lessen their environmental footprint by getting rid of the single-use plastic bags and replacing them with recyclable cardboard boxes. However, I have seen some rumors that there might even be plastic bags inside those boxes, which would negate the change entirely. Here's hoping the positives of switching to cardboard boxes outweigh the negatives, but the only way to find out is to buy the next wave of CMFs, and well, that's part of the problem now, isn't it? And the second worst change to LEGO is the increased scrutiny on minifigure copyright. Recently, LEGO has released a statement announcing their crackdown on third-party logos and trademarks on LEGO minifigures. Essentially, you can't use, sell, or distribute any figure with a non-approved logo on it. Here's the full statement for context. Quote, "Customized LEGO minifigures with printed third-party logos, names of organizations, and trademarks are not allowed. It's not acceptable to use the registered minifigure trademark in combination with third-party symbols. The reason for the rule is that a trademark cannot simultaneously serve as an exclusive representative symbol of 2 different entities. The ability of the minifigure to serve as a distinctive LEGO brand symbol is reduced when a minifigure is also printed with the name, logo, symbol, or other representative indicia of another entity. Left unchallenged, such use by third-party entities could put our rights in the minifigure at risk and could eventually result in the loss of our company's exclusive rights. This is something that we cannot risk. Therefore, we must request that the community refrain from printing any third-party logo, names of organizations, and trademarks onto LEGO minifigures, and refrain from using, ordering, distributing, or selling minifigures in such customized versions. We understand that the AFOL community would still like to celebrate their community events and activities via the use of customized items, and we are pleased to confirm that according to current corporate policy, fans are free to print graphics on LEGO brick elements and custom builds made of LEGO brick elements to celebrate your community activities and events." End quote. Now that is a lot to process, and your first thought might be, well, how does this affect me? I'm not a seller or a store, and my sig fig, or LEGO version or avatar of yourself, contains no third-party logos, so what do I do about this? And to be fair, a lot of builders will be totally unfazed by this change by LEGO. However, I think there are 2 major fallouts from this decision. First of which is custom minifigure sites may be heavily restricted in the figures they sell. Think of sites like minifigs.me or firestartoys.com. Think of all the high quality, originally themed or unlicensed figures they produce. If any of these figures contain a third-party logo or a non-approved LEGO logo on it, it could be pulled from the store. It could heavily affect their sales. And second, if this first crackdown is successful in whatever metrics LEGO deems success by, it could indicate further crackdowns in the future. Notice how LEGO used the phrase current corporate policy in their statement about printing on bricks. Don't think for a second that if this move on minifigures is successful, that a move on bricks may be next, and that could eliminate an entire market of third-party printing sites. And maybe that's what LEGO wants. Now, am I implying that anybody who's painting on a minifigure right now is going to be deemed a criminal in LEGO's eyes? No, and they might not be in the future either. I'm just saying, if this first domino falls and is successful, other dominoes might follow. Think of all the knockoff minifigures, third-party minifigures, custom minifigures. Anybody from small seller to big company is at risk by this move, and that's bad. In fact, it's the second worst change to LEGO this year. But there's still one more bad change, and before I reveal it, if you haven't done so yet, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. And with that, it's time to reveal the #1 worst change to LEGO this year, and that is the price increase. Starting this fall, LEGO is going to raise their prices from anywhere from 5% up to 25% on a quarter of their entire catalog. Now, this is due in part because of the rising prices of labor and materials over the past couple of years, but keep in mind, LEGO as a company has seen record high profits even during 2020 and 2021. So here's the full statement for context. The current global economic challenges of increased raw material and operating costs are impacting many businesses. Putting consumers first is at the heart of what we do as a company, and for some time, we have absorbed these costs to keep pricing stable. However, as these costs have continued to rapidly rise, we have taken the decision to increase the price on some of our sets. This increase will come into effect in August and September. The increase will differ depending on the set, and prices will change on around a quarter of the portfolio. On some sets, there will be no alter price. On others, there will be a single-digit increase, and on larger, more complex sets, the percentage increase will be higher. We will continue to work to ensure our products offer great value and fully recognize how important this is to our fans and everyone who loves our products." End quote. In terms of what specific sets and themes will be affected by this price increase the most, I think we've already seen some hints. Take a look at the new Obi-Wan vs. Darth Vader set. It retails for $50 and includes only 408 pieces. Also, the looping roller coaster will retail for $400 and includes just over 3,700 pieces. And both of these sets have been criticized for their high prices relative to other sets. So far, the Marvel and DC themes have only seen a minimal price increase, while Star Wars and the 18+ sets will probably be the main candidates of this intense 25% price increase. I can only imagine what 2023's modular will cost. If 25%'s on the table, $250 could be the new base price for a modular compared to the $150 and $200 price ranges for previous years. The increase in price is the worst change because it affects everybody, from casual builders to mock builders to sellers to custom creators. If the price of the brick increases, it hurts the entire LEGO economy, and that's the worst for everybody. So those are my picks for the top 3 worst LEGO changes in 2022, and even though I still love the brand, that doesn't mean they can do no wrong. But I'd love to hear what you guys think of these changes in the comment section down below, and let me know if there's a change that I missed entirely. And as always, if you like this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.